G'day viewers. Well, many of some of you out there may not be aware, our dear friend Tradie Trev, or Tradie, has sadly passed away a couple of weeks ago. It's very sad. He's battling the depression for a bit, and yeah, very sad. It's a bloody great character of a guy. I would love to have met him in person. Like, he just is a fellow Sparky, just a proper true Aussie larrikin. But very sad indeed. But he's he will be remembered. Yeah, just I was pretty shocked and upset as soon as I found out. It was not good, I caught up with a fellow YouTuber, Wicked XE, and paid him a visit, and yeah, he was also very close to Trev as well. He's pretty much like a brother, like another brother. We since Aussie 50, we've lost Aussie 50. YouTube really hasn't been the same. So it's just sort of once things are all back in, everything's all back in to normal, so to speak. And when I get a chance, they'll all get back to the habit of making more YouTube videos again. Yeah, so we'll get to the habit of making more YouTube videos. I've also 3 months ago had another baby boy, so I'll be a busy family man in the meantime, and amongst all that work and family time, I will try and make more effort to make some YouTube videos. But yeah, I'm a very busy dad, so I've done a bit of tidying up and organising in this shed. There's a couple of things that I make. My first son Jeremy, he's not too bad now. He knows what not to play with. But my younger second boy, I've got to make this all a bit more safer. So we'll tie it up a little bit. This was an absolute mess before. Everything was just disorganised mess. It couldn't move in here. I'd come home from work and tinker a bit, and stuff I'd scored, I just chucked them in here in a pile, and got other things to prioritise. It just kind of got out of hand. But I'll definitely make this a nice man cave once again. Got this set up. I got this from work a couple of years ago. Been thrown in the bin. This is a nice old Taiwanese made device. They had standards on because Taiwan follows good manufacturing practice, and they have Taiwan Excellence Awards in some of their industries. Have like a little thing they get nominated, and they win Excellence Awards in their manufacturing, which is good. China doesn't do that, they just don't care. But the Taiwanese stuff is actually on par with stuff that's been made in Japan, so yeah, that's why I saved this one, because it's actually real steel. It's not Chinesium like the new stuff is. You can eat the new Chinesium stuff if you want a bit of extra iron in your diet. It's that brittle, and the price you pay for something like that from Temu, you buy from the stores, it's you're being scammed. I've replaced the capacitor on that motor, because the capacitor was the only thing that was wrong with it, and the belt was gone. I've got a good, somewhat usable belt on there, so I can run it. I've made this because it was missing. These are surprisingly hard to get locally. You cannot buy these switches locally. I had to fix up a table saw one of these for a job. It was made by the same place in Taiwan with a different brand, and to get this switch locally you cannot get it. I had to go online and buy it. It's just a mechanical on off switch, which to do a latching contactor setup was just too complicated, expensive for something like this. So these switches, just buy them online. It's a mechanical on off. And the old man just decided to show up. That's alright, you come back later and do this bit of gardening work today. I've also scored this. This works very well. It's also sold in the Asian market back in the day under the brand Brother. This is a convection oven. This is when you had commercial for your house as standard. Nowadays you buy a Fisher Price kids toy for your house, made by Media. Anyway, little things I got to make videos on. I've also got a compressor I autopsied at Embraco, which was rattling and kicking around like there was something seriously wrong with it. But the initial point of failure was this spring had snapped off and it was just smashing against here and making rattling noises. And also the motor was pulling a bit more than it should. So its insulation resistance tested fine. I changed the starting gear on it and it would run fine, but I can't see physically any mark or burntness in the windings. The oil smells kind of good. Yeah, I've plasma cut this one open last weekend, bent these out the road to lift it all out of the shell, popped the plug off. There's a 1997 made one, this one. 20 locked rotor amps. Made in Brazil. 1995. These older ones were actually not too bad little compressors, these older Embracos. Got a couple of them kicking around in fridges, and I got one just like that in my high chill beer can cooler, which is sitting under there. But I keep a good stash of compressors for fixing fridges. I put these older Tecumseh AE series ones aside because they're from a vintage fridges. They're a bloody good compressor. The best compressor ever made. Got a Colthorne Kirby, which is a company that bought out Tecumseh. The Thai-based company there. That's also a Thai-made Tecumseh compressor. I've also got a French Tecumseh compressor from the 80s, which I got from a salad bar. I recovered the refrigerant and I've turned this condenser unit from that salad bar into a recovery machine. Works very well, which I recovered the refrigerant out of my York email air conditioning unit on this house. I'm probably going to that's going to be removed at some point in the future. I'm going to get a three-phase ducted roof reverse cycle system in. Not sure when, but one day I will. So I've recovered the refrigerant out of this, and that's in for safekeeping because the R22 is completely banned now. 18 months ago it was all sold, but it was $6 grand for a 12 kilo tank of it. Not cheap. And now it's been replaced by R438A, a blend. But it's R22 is a very, very dense gas, so it does work compressors very hard, and compressors designed for that are absolute tanks of things, reliable things. But there it is, hidden under there in a dark, cool place in a helium tank. There's about 5 kilos in there, all up. So I'm going to keep that. That's worth a lot of money. Anyway, that'll be enough for now before the battery goes flat. Thanks for watching.